Subscribe the channel for latest updates. Press the bell icon. Get ready for the dictation. At the count of 3, 2, 1, start. The petitioner was a small human rights activist and fighting for the good causes for the general public interest and filed an application under Article 32 of the Constitution. The case was filed on the basis of a report entitled Law Helps the Injured to Die, published in the Hindustan Times. In the said publication, it was alleged that a scooterist was knocked down by a speeding car. Seeing the profusely bleeding scooterist, a person who was on the road picked up the injured and took him to the nearest hospital. The doctors refused to attend to the injured and told the man that he should take the patient to a different hospital located some 20 kilometers away, authorized to handle medico-legal cases. The Samratin carried the victim and lost no time to approach the other hospital, but therefore he could reach the victim succumbed to his injuries. It was contended by the Union of India that the prevailing police rules and criminal procedure code necessitated the fulfillment of several legal formalities before a victim could be rendered medical aid. The rationale behind this complicated procedure was to keep all evidence intact. In case the formalities were not observed, the doctors were harassed by the police and they were therefore reluctant to accept medico-legal cases. The petitioner argued that it was a part of the professional ethics to start treating the patient as soon as he was brought before the doctor for medical attention, in as much as it was the paramount obligation of the doctor to save human life and bring the patient out of the risk zone at the earliest with a view to preserving life. He also submitted that the formalities under the Criminal Procedure Code or any other local laws should not stand in the way of the medical practitioners attending an injured person, that it should be the duty of a doctor in each and every casualty department of the hospital to attend such person first and thereafter take care of the formalities under the Criminal Procedure Code. The life of a person is far more important than the legal formalities. The court held that there can be no second opinion, that preservation of human life was of paramount importance. That is so on account of the fact that once life is lost, the status quo ante could not be restored, as resurrection was beyond the capacity of man. The patient, whether he be an innocent person or be a criminal liable to punishment under the laws of the society, it is the obligation of those who are in charge of the health of the community to preserve life, so that the innocent may be protected and the guilty may be punished. Article 21 of the Constitution casts the obligation on the state to preserve life. The provision, as explained by this court in scores of decisions, has emphasized and reiterated with gradually increasing emphasis that position. A doctor at the government hospital positioned to meet this state obligation is therefore duty bound to extend medical assistance for preserving life. Every doctor, whether at a government hospital or otherwise, has the professional obligation to extend his services with due expertise for protecting life. No law or state action can intervene to avoid, delay the discharge of the paramount obligation cast upon members of the medical profession. The obligation being total, absolute, and paramount, laws of procedure, whether in statute or otherwise, which would interfere with the discharge of this obligation, cannot be sustained and must therefore give way. The court directed that the decision shall be published in all journals reporting decisions of this court, and adequate publicity highlighting these aspects should be given by the national media as also through the Doordarshan and the All India Radio.